I've always had trouble throwing things away. What if I need them one day?
For this lecture, we will give you the ins and outs of hoarding in relation to mental health and OT. Then we will finish with a fun video, so stay tuned. So we're all familiar with the popular TLC series Hoarding, Buried Alive, which brought attention to the very real and serious condition of hoarding. Hoarding is the acquisition of and inability to discard items often viewed as meaningless to others. Hoarding often leads to clutter that disrupts the individual's ability to utilize their living space.
Some reasons for hoarding are that individuals believe that an item will be useful or valuable in the future. They feel objects have sentimental value, are unique, and irreplaceable. Individuals believe that their objects allow them to remember and reminisce about past experiences and people.
Symptoms of hoarding include having difficulty categorizing or organizing possessions, indecision about what to keep or where to put things, distress such as feeling overwhelmed or embarrassed by possessions, suspicion of other people touching their items. Functional impairments include loss of living space, social isolation, family or marital discord, financial difficulties, and health hazards. Obsessive thoughts and actions include fear of running out of an item or needing it in the future, and checking the trash for accidentally discarding items.
Some common issues that may arise from the extreme clutter are eviction, increased risk for fire, and impaired access to emergency services. Some hoarders may experience severe anxiety when attempting to discard items. Hoarding causes clinically significant distress and impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning, including maintaining a safe environment.
In relation to mental health, comorbidity with conditions such as depression, social phobias, anxiety, and ADD may present. Individuals often possess information processing difficulties such as categorizing, decision-making, attention, and concentration. A common term used for hoarders, churning, is decision-making difficulty experienced by the individual.
Hoarding was previously believed to be a rare behavioral manifestation of OCD. As of 2013, hoarding is now recognized as a category in the newly revised DSM-5. The DSM-5 hoarding criteria is persistent difficulty discarding or parting with possessions regardless of their actual value. This difficulty is due to perceived need to save the items and distress of discarding them, and the symptoms result in accumulation of possessions that clutter active living areas and substantially compromise their intended use.
The OT's role. Literature does not yet describe a definitive role that an OT plays in hoarding. Hoarding is associated with significant functional impairment due to the effects of clutter on space used for daily activities. It often interferes with ADLs such as cooking, cleaning, personal hygiene, and sleeping. Some assessments an OT may perform are self-report, observation, home visits, and caregiver family reports.
General treatment. Cognitive behavioral therapy is the most commonly used treatment with hoarding because it directly targets the three most problematic issues for those who struggle with hoarding, which are organizing, acquiring, and removing objects. Other treatment approaches include peer support groups, medication, and motivational interviewing.
OT treatment addresses organizational skills, use of prompts and reminders, coping skills, daily routine planning, possession management, money management, graded support in clearing and modifying the home environment, and goal setting. It's important to establish rapport with clients in order to break down barriers. It's also crucial to give positive feedback and encouragement during the recovery process.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the world premiere of
Hoarding! Underneath the Clutter!
Please sit back and enjoy.
Okay, let me just move some stuff real quick.
Okay.
All right, come on in. Just watch your step.
Okay. Yikes, Heather. Oh my God. What happened since the last time I've been there? Look at all this stuff.
I mean, it has been a few years, and you know I like a good tag sale.
Yeah, but this much stuff, this is out of control.
No, it's not. Everything has its own purpose, and if anything were to ever happen, I have everything in the same room.
How do you live like this? Where do you even sleep?
I mean, I sleep on a little part of the couch, and and I can't really access the kitchen, so I just have delivery men, bring the food through the window.
Wow, I can't even believe this. As your friend, I think you need to get some help.
Really? Hello?
Hi, Heather. My name is Veronica, and your friend Lindsay asked me to stop by.
She did?
Yeah, she said that you have a situation going on and thought I could offer some help.
I don't need any help.
Well, she told me you had acquired a lot of stuff over the years, and maybe I could help organize it or get it figured out.
I guess so.
Would you mind if I came in?
Sure, but just watch your step.
Well, Heather, I'm actually an occupational therapist, and I can help you sort through the situation and potentially offer some guidance about what to do about it. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I see that you've accumulated a lot of stuff. Is this the only place that you store your things?
No, I have 2 other storage units.
Okay. How do you get to your bedroom?
I can't really get to it because of all the stuff, so I usually just sleep on the couch.
How about cooking? How do you cook for yourself?
Oh, that one? I don't do that either. It's too messy in the kitchen, so I usually order takeout. But it's getting a little expensive.
And between that and the storage units, I can see it might add up quick.
Yeah.
All right, and are you okay with the situation?
I mean, I guess so. It's nice that I have all my stuff around me, but I used to host dinner parties all the time, and everybody would come over, and nobody wants to come over anymore, and to be honest, I'm kind of embarrassed about all this.
Well, I've noticed you have some safety, organizational, social, and financial concerns. So I can possibly offer some solutions and guidance to these problems. But first, I think I'm suggesting that you see a psychologist first, and then we can talk more after. How does that sound?
That sounds okay.
Hi, Heather. It's so good to see you again.
You too.
So I got in touch with your psychologist, and I think it's time now we can take care of this hoarding situation.
Okay.
So at first, I just want to know, can you tell me why this all started? Just give me a little insight.
When I was growing up, we actually had a house fire, and I lost everything that I had. So now I kind of just feel like I have to keep everything because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it all.
Oh, I now understand a little more why all your things are so meaningful to you. But in order to address the situation, we may need to get rid of a few things. Is that all right with you?
I guess so.
Okay, that's a good start. After having many discussions with you and reviewing your COPM, I've devised a plan to address different things that can get you back to being functional. So to begin, the first thing is organization.
Okay.
So in order to take care of that, we're going to have to start sorting through a lot of your things. And we can do that in your home and in your storage bins. And by doing that, it can also take care of your financial concerns, and maybe we can just eliminate the bins altogether.
Okay.
So how does that sound to you?
That sounds like a good plan.
All right, let's get started.
Heather's friend Lindsay came over to help her sort through her things. Initially, Heather had difficulty parting with her possessions. After a while, her anxiety decreased and she became more willing to let go. Now, Heather is enjoying her life clutter-free.
Thanks for watching!